Hey everybody, what is going on? It's PMOC at 86 Drive. Well, picking up where we left off, last time we met up with our friends Crystal and Finch, and we talked about and took a quick look at Crystal's brand new 2022 Subaru BRZ. It's a limited model with the 6-speed automatic transmission, and at the moment it is completely stock. No mods or aftermarket stuff on it yet. And now, Crystal has offered to let me take the new car out for a quick test drive. So I am super excited about that. Can't wait to give this car a try.
All right, Finch and Crystal have given me the keys to their new BRZ. And I've given them the keys to my supercharged 2016. So we'll see if he's gonna want boost after this. Okay. Scoot the seat up here, get a comfortable driving position. Oh, this is exciting. Get to drive the new 2022 BRZ. Oh yeah, Finch was right. You do sit a little bit higher in the seat. So I'm gonna adjust that, lower it a little bit. Right on. How does this automatic work? No, I got it. Okay, we're driving along. I do have the car in manual mode. I'm gonna roll up the windows here. I am curious to hear how the motor sounds with the fake engine noise. Adjust the mirror. Okay. Suspension feels nice and compliant. Very comfortable. Alright, this car's only got 573 miles on it, so I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna push it, I'm not gonna rev it super hard. But wow, just, you know, part throttle at low speeds. Feels very torquey. Feels very good. Oh man, and the ride is so cushy. I like it. You know, having just driven this road in my car, and you know, the road condition here is not that great, so you definitely feel some bumps, and you know, you feel them here too, but just the way that the car handles them and just absorbs those hits, it just feels very you know, luxurious, comfortable, just solid. Yeah, you know, the old adage, OEM is best. That might be true here. Okay, the steering feels pretty good. I think as Finch had mentioned, you know, you might have to put a little bit more effort into the steering and turn a little bit more than you're used to from the first generation. feels nice and torquey. I like it. Just the benefits of having a bigger displacement engine.
I know, that's what's crazy about it. Like, so it's like you don't realize how fast you're going. It's like, oh, yeah. It's so smooth.
Well, because the Jackson kit is basically like a turbo, but without the lag. So like you don't feel that sudden kick. It's more gradual.
Yeah, it's more gradual. That's why I was like.
But it's very peaky in the high end, unlike other superchargers that are low end.
Okay, the tap to turn worked as expected. Yeah, no complaints with how that operates. Lane departure turned on when I swerved over to the left a little bit to get around those pedestrians. All the modern features of a modern car brought over now to the more simplistic sports car that the Subaru used to be. But you know, if you bring these modern features without really adding too much cost or weight penalty to the car, I'd say it's a win-win. I'm gonna try this turn signal thing and see what it takes to cancel it. Oh, okay. I mean, I managed to do it without screwing it up, without canceling it and going the opposite direction on the turn signal. But of course, I'm paying special attention to it. Okay. I think I managed to make it work. Yeah, car's very quiet compared to my car. I guess I haven't really noticed the fake engine noise. Let me try and rev it up a little.
So I didn't get to take the car out for too long of a drive, and because the car hasn't even reached 1,000 miles, I did take it pretty easy. We aren't doing any hard launches or doing side-by-side races today. But from the limited time I had with the car, and just getting a general sense of how the car drives, sounds, and feels, I can say that it is clearly an improvement over the previous generation car. And if you're new to the BRZ or GR86 platform, and don't intend to mod the car heavily, it is probably worth the extra money to buy a new one versus picking up a used first-gen car.
Oh man, that was enjoyable. I like it a lot. It drives so well, and the suspension is so comfortable that I'm like, oh, that's, you know, this is what OEM goodness feels like, right?
Right, and like well-tuned OEM goodness, not like the not like the early first-gen shocks that were still a little bouncy.
Right. Yeah, they really refined it over the years, and man.
Well, and they do say that this gen BRZ is more tame than even the GR86 in terms of, like, it just feels a little more cruiser friendly.
Right, yeah. Like the GR86 is supposed to be a little more tail happy and maybe a little edgy.
Yeah.
Because BRZ has always been more like stable and more confidence inspiring.
Yeah.
I think. It's like, oh, that Alcantara.
Right.
You know, at first I was like, I don't need the limited edition, you know, or premium trim in terms of the nice interior. Like, I have the premium of the BRZ. I know, you know, what that's like, and it's perfectly good. But, you know, then you enjoy the luxuriness of it. All right, well, what did you think of the supercharger?
It's nice, but
not as much power down low, like not as much torque.
Yeah.
Right? Like it still feels a little gutless compared to this.
Yeah, like it would feel really good on track. Like I 100% see like great top end. You know, it's like turbo without the full lag, but yeah. Around town, I just I don't see it.
Right. Yeah, it's not as enjoyable to just toot around town.
Yeah.
Whereas this car has got now the everyday livability of torque, and, you know, being able to just have that oomph when you want it for cruising around, passing slower cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving around.
Getting on the
generally.
freeway.
Yeah, merging. Merging with authority.
Yeah, you know, it's...
Yeah. Awesome.
So thank you to Crystal and Finch for bringing out their brand new 2022 Subaru BRZ. It was a fun morning of going out for a drive out on Redwood Road, some of my favorite back roads in the East Bay, and we took them out for a nice, fairly leisurely and cautious drive through the hills. And I actually got a chance, thanks to Crystal and Finch's generosity, they let me take it for a quick drive through Skyline, and I have to say I was very impressed. The car was exactly as I expected it to be, which, based on all of the reviews and videos and other things that I've seen about the car, I expected it to be great. I expected it to be a big improvement over the previous car, which it is in stock-to-stock form when you compare the two. There's definitely just more power, more torque, and more refinement. You know, everything about the car is just, from the original, a great platform to begin with, a good car, and then they've taken it, and as all the other reviewers have said, it's been just incrementally improved, and it's something that is notable and something that you can appreciate just jumping into the car. So I'm really pleased with how this car has turned out. I think Subaru and Toyota have done a fantastic job with this car, and it makes me excited about the new car and everything that's going to come from the aftermarket community and the industry. I think it's just got a lot of potential. So I'm very hyped about that, and you know, it makes me want to jump in there and place an order, get in line, get one of these cars for myself. But I'm going to, for the time being, try and force myself to wait, to have a little bit of restraint, because as I've mentioned before, you know, my 2016 BRZ is perfectly capable as a track car and as a daily driver and as a canyon carver. You know, I've done plenty of modifications to it, so it is essentially still faster than the brand new BRZ, at least in its stock form. Now, of course, when people start to add upgrades to the new 2022 car, it has the potential, I think, to surpass what most of us who mod the first generation cars are capable of. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm very interested to see what comes out of the aftermarket industry for the new BRZ and GR86. In terms of driving impression, I had a very short drive in the car. You know, I gave some of my thoughts and got to play around with some of the features that I was curious about myself, including the turn signal stock that was so controversial that so many people say was annoying, or, you know, I guess a lot of people are saying that that might be the one downside of the new BRZ or GR86, is that one feature that they've changed for the worse. It actually wasn't that bad for me. You know, again, very limited time in the car, got to play with it, change lanes very briefly, make a few turns. But to me, it felt like something that I could get used to fairly quickly. So, not a deal breaker by any sense for me. I would certainly not use that as a reason to not buy this new car. It's something that you can learn to adapt to, and I think it's not going to be a big deal, you know, after you've driven it for a couple of miles. If it turns out to be something that becomes annoying for owners, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of aftermarket support. Somebody's going to find a way to mod it, make it better, and I look forward to seeing something come out of that too. Okay, well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks again to Crystal and Finch for letting me have a go in their car, and I look forward to seeing more of these new BRZs and hopefully soon the new GR86 out on the streets. Just today, out there on the streets, I managed to see 2 other brand new BRZs out there driving. So very exciting times. Glad to see that they're making their way out there to customers, and hopefully we're going to see a lot more. And when we, with a little bit of luck and hope, we can have more car meets for the 86 community soon in the Bay Area, and I hope to see more of these new cars and their owners coming out to those as well. All right, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Stay safe and stay healthy. Take care.